31 reference checks sent, 19 came back. Total cost $1.12. 0 phone calls. If you're a recruiter or a founder hiring right now, you already know the drill. Offer goes out, and then you spend a week playing phone tag with busy managers who never pick up. Everyone automates sourcing, screening, scheduling. Nobody touches reference checks because they assume it has to be a human on the phone. It doesn't. I'll show you the exact n8n agent that runs it, end to end. I'm Lazar. I build these systems for hiring teams every week. Here's the part everyone skips. Let's talk about the last manual step in hiring. You've sourced the candidate, screened them, scheduled the interviews, sent the offer, and then the recruiter picks up a phone and starts calling references. It takes a week. Half the managers never call back. The ones who do are rushed, distracted, and give you 3-word answers because they're squeezing you between meetings. And this is the step everyone leaves alone because it feels too human to automate. It's not. It's the easiest one to automate, and the results are actually better than the phone version. Here's why. When a manager gets a structured email at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, they answer honestly, in full sentences, because they have time to think. When they get a phone call at 2 p.m., they give you the sanitized version because their next meeting starts in 4 minutes. Written references are more useful. So I built an agent that runs the whole thing in n8n. Let me walk you through it. Step 1 is the trigger. When a candidate moves to the offer stage in the ATS, a webhook fires into n8n. The agent pulls the past resume, extracts the 3 most recent employers, and finds reference contacts, either from what the candidate submitted or from a LinkedIn lookup if the ATS integration allows it. If it can't find 3, it emails the candidate asking for the missing ones and waits. Step 2 is the email drafting. This is where most people would just send a generic template. Don't. I use GPT-4o Mini to draft each email individually, and the key prompt input is the relationship type. Was this person the candidate's direct manager? A peer, a skip level, a cross-functional partner. Each gets a different email with different questions. A direct manager gets asked about performance, coachability, and why the candidate left. A peer gets asked about collaboration, conflict handling, and whether they'd work with them again. A skip level gets asked about impact and visibility. 5 questions each. Structured, easy to answer in 2 minutes. The email is warm, short, and tells the manager exactly how long it will take. Response rates jump when people know the ask. Step 3 is the follow-up cadence. This is the piece I lifted from a Gmail triage bot I built for a client's daily ops inbox. Same threading logic, same reply detection. If no response in 3 days, the agent sends a soft nudge. If still nothing at 7 days, 1 more nudge, then it stops and flags the recruiter. The moment a reply comes in, the cadence auto-cancels for that thread. No manager gets pestered after they've responded. This alone doubled response rates compared to a single send approach. Step 4 is response parsing. When a reply lands, the agent classifies it positive, neutral, or red flag, and extracts the answers to each of the 5 structured questions into a JSON object. It also pulls any unprompted commentary, because that's usually where the gold is. All 3 references get compiled into a single dossier, 1 page, structured with quotes. The recruiter gets a Telegram ping with the summary and a link to the full dossier in the ATS. Step 5 is the escalation logic. If any reply gets flagged as a red flag, specific phrases, refusal to recommend, hedging language, the agent doesn't just log it. It pings the recruiter immediately and pauses the offer workflow in the ATS until a human reviews. That's safety net is what makes this okay to run unattended. Now the numbers. Over 3 weeks, the agent sent 31 reference check sequences. 19 came back with complete responses. That's 61%. Phone tag on the same team was running around 30% completion in a week. Total agent runtime across all 31 was 4 hours, 47 minutes of active processing. Total API cost was $1.12.1, and the recruiter got roughly 14 hours of their week back, hours they spent on actual candidate conversations instead of chasing voicemails. One red flag got surfaced that would have been missed on a rushed call because the manager wrote a paragraph they never would have said out loud. That's the whole system. n8n handles the orchestration. GPT-4o Mini handles the drafting and parsing. Gmail API handles threading. Telegram handles the recruiter handoff. Nothing exotic. The reason it works is that it treats reference checks like what they actually are: a structured data collection problem, instead of a social ritual that has to happen on a phone. If you want to see the kind of hiring stacks we ship for clients, everything's on BizflowAI.io. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. The next breakdown is the offer acceptance agent that closes the loop after references come back. And if you've got a hiring workflow you want this dropped into, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io. We'll map it to your ATS and tell you honestly what's worth automating and what isn't.